Hey guys, this is Sri. So sorry for that. This is actually after a long time. I have some personal work, so I was not able to focus on this channel. So fine. So going forward, I will try to release at least one or two videos in a week. Okay. So in this video, I am going to explain about the MySQL upgrade from MySQL 5.7 to MySQL 8. Okay. So in previously also we released one video about the MySQL upgrade. That is the in-place upgrade. That will show the steps just how to upgrade from the MySQL 5.7 to MySQL 8. There is no any pre-checks, nothing done in that video. Okay, that is just it's showing the steps how to upgrade from 5.7 to 8. But in this video, we will see in details. Okay, what are the pre-checks we need to be done before proceeding with the upgrade? Because the MySQL 8 is completely different from the MySQL 5.7. We have the differences in the data dictionary and the data files. There is a lot of differences. Okay, in the MySQL 8. So we should be aware. We should be make sure that there is no incompatibility from MySQL 5.7 and MySQL 8 before the upgrade. For example, if you have some 30 minutes downtime for this upgrade, if you do not do any pre-checks and during the upgrade you are running with some errors, it might increase your time and you will not able to complete the upgrade within the time, right? So we should be make sure before doing this upgrade, we need to be make sure that we have no incompatibility from the MySQL 5.7 to MySQL 8. Okay, fine. So usually this will be the demo. I have installed the Percona server, which is MySQL 5.7.37. Okay, and here if you see, these are the packages are installed. My Percona server client, Percona server shared, and shared component, which are all in the version MySQL 5.7.37. Okay, and I also installed the MySQL shell. Okay, so because in this video, we are going to do the pre-checks using the MySQL upgrade checker. Okay, so for that, we need to install the MySQL shell because the MySQL shell have the utility, upgrade checker utility. So I installed this package as well, MySQL shell. Fine. So So what are the things this MySQL upgrade checker utility will analyze? This is mostly analyzing all the things, okay, data and data types and other things. So mostly focus on the reserved words, reserved keywords, table names, compatibility, and the SQL mode compatibility, foreign keys. For example, from the MySQL 8, your foreign keys names is not allowed more than 64 characters. Okay, so this will check that as well. And partitioning, for example, from MySQL 8, the partitioning is completely supported for the InnoDB and NDB engines only. Other engines are not supported by the MySQL 8. Okay, that compatibility will be checked by the MySQL upgrade checker utility, MySQL config. For example, if you have any variables which is removed in the MySQL 8, which is supported in MySQL 5.7, but which is removed in the MySQL 8, if you have that variable in the my.cnf, your after upgrading, your MySQL will not be startup, right? You will have the error unknown variable name, right? So that will also check by the MySQL upgrade checker and procedures, trigger, views, data types, and character set collections. So everything will be checked by the MySQL upgrade checker utility, and it will be reported in three ways. One is the error, and the next one is the warning, and it will also give the notice. Okay, so you should be fix the errors if you when you are running the upgrade checker utility. If you have some errors, then those errors should be fixed before doing the upgrade. Okay, otherwise your upgrade will not be allowed. It is not possible. your upgrade will be failure. Okay, it will not allow. And if you have some warnings, then you need to be aware of those warnings. Okay, if you don't have errors but you have warnings and notices, that is okay to upgrade. It will allow to upgrade your MySQL version from 5.7 to 8, but you should be aware of the warnings. What are the warnings and what is the impact of those warnings? You should be aware of that as well. And if you have some notices, you should be aware of that as well. What are the notices? You should be aware of that. Okay, so let's go to the Chrome. So I am upgrading the Percona server from MySQL 5.7 to Percona server 5.7 to 8. Okay, so we have the detailed documentation in the Percona site. You can go through it, and here you have the sublink as well. You can click those links and you can get to know about the more details. Okay, so these are the changes in the MySQL 8, which is available in the MySQL dev page, documentation page. I would strongly recommend to go through this before upgrading to the MySQL 8.0. Okay, I will share those links in the description of the video. And this is also the one more link which is very important, how to prepare your upgrade for the MySQL. Here you have few points. Just go through it and check your compatibility. Okay, fine. So now we already installed the MySQL shell. As a first step, I need to connect the MySQL shell. So after installing, I just give MySQL sh. Okay. So it will log into the JavaScript. I need to connect my host. I am connecting to the root at localhost. So when you are going to run the upgrade checker utility, I would recommend to run with a complete privilege user. Mostly it should be the root user, so that it can get analyze all the things and it can give the exact report. Okay, so it is. I would recommend to run with the admin user. Okay, so my password. Okay, fine. Now I connected to the MySQL, which is 5.7 version. I connected through the MySQL shell. Okay. Now let's prepare the MySQL upgrade checker command. Okay. I already have the command here. So let me explain it. This is the utility, upgrade checker utility. Just check for server upgrade. Okay. Util.check for server upgrade. And this is my user and host and port. By default, it will take the 3306. But if you have the different port, just mention the port here. Okay, and I have provided the password here, and my target version is 8.0.27. Okay, and this is my config path. My config path is etc my.cf. Okay, so upgrade checker mostly it has the support from 8.0.11 to 8.0.29, the latest version. For example, I'm just replacing here the some different version like 5.7.40. Okay, I'm just running the different version. Then you may, I'm running it here. So here you can see that it is give the error util check for upgrade. This tool supports checking upgrade to MySQL Server version 8.0.11 to 8.0.29. Okay, so I am going to upgrade the version to 8.0.27. Okay, because I have the Percona server, the recent Percona server release is 8.0.27. So 8.0.27. So now I'm going to fire this command inside the MySQL shell. Okay, let's do this. Okay, so after I running this, I have the detailed output. Okay, so we can read from here. First, let's see the result. Here I have 3 errors. Okay, I have 3 errors and 27 warnings, and I have 1 notice as well. And 3 errors were found. Please correct these issues before upgrading to avoid compatibility issues. Okay, so the errors, as I told you earlier, the errors should be fixed before upgrading to the MySQL 8. Otherwise, your upgrade will be failure. Okay, let's read the output one by one. So here you can see the MySQL server at localhost 3.3 version is 5.7, which is Percona server, and for the this is telling the compatibility issues for the upgrade to MySQL 8.0.27. Okay, the first one is it is telling the usage of old temporal type, no issues found. Okay, the next one is if you see here usage of DB objects with names conflicting with new reserved keywords. Warning, the following objects have the names that conflict with the new reserved keywords. NK person. Okay, so here what it is telling is for every MySQL releases, we have the reserved words, reserved keywords. Okay, so here you can see the words. We cannot use those words in the data structure. I mean, let me show here in the I just opened this link. Here this link. I just opened this one. Okay. Here if you see, um, here the interval is the keyword. When I am trying to create the table with the keyword, I have the error. Okay, you have the error in the SQL syntax. So instead of interval, I need to use the symbol, tick symbol in that keyword, then I can able to create. Okay, so how to find the reserved words keywords here? Here you can see the MySQL 8 keywords and reserved words, MySQL 8.0 new keywords and reserved words, which means this MySQL 8.0 keywords and reserved words means that is the complete keywords and reserved keywords. Okay, in the MySQL 8.0. New keywords means new keywords and reserved words means those words are added in the MySQL 8, which is not available in the MySQL 5.7, but it is added in the MySQL 8. Okay, and this is MySQL 8.0 removed keywords and reserved words. Okay, so these are the three headings we have. One is MySQL 8.0 keywords and reserved words. What are all available in the MySQL 8? And the next one is what are the words are added, newly added in the MySQL 8. And the final one is what are the words are removed in the MySQL 8. So if I see my error, here I have the error with the help.grouping table. Okay, which is warning. It is not an error, which is warning. And I have with help.grouping. So let me see, use help, show tables. If I give this, I have the table name, which is the name is called grouping. Okay, my table name is grouping. Okay, if I search grouping here, okay, if you see this grouping, which is R, capital R, which means reserved, which is reserved word added in 8.0.1. Okay, so grouping is the reserved word, which is not reserved word in MySQL 5.7, but which is the reserved word in MySQL 8.0.1. Okay, newly added. Okay, so when I am trying to upgrade this MySQL version from MySQL 5.7 to 8, I have this grouping, which is the reserved word. Okay, when I am trying to upgrade, this will be reserved word. So in this case, so for the reserved words, we need to use the tick symbol to query the data. So better I can rename, and otherwise, if I can rename the table, I can just rename that. For example, rename table grouping to grouping underscore 8. I just renaming like this. So now if you see, I don't have the grouping table. My table name is renamed to grouping underscore 8. Now let's execute this again. See, the warning is reduced from 27 to 26. And I am going to see that column usage of the reserved words, which is now no issues found. Okay, because the grouping is the reserved word which is added in the MySQL 8. For the MySQL 8, grouping word is reserved. Okay, so I am having the MySQL 5.7 here. So I am able to do the normal operation with grouping. But when I am checking for the compatibility to MySQL 8, it is giving the warning because the grouping is the reserved word in the MySQL 8. So what I did is I just renamed the table name from grouping to grouping underscore 8. After that, the issue is removed. Okay, now I don't have any issues. Okay, that's fine. That is a warning. Now, if I see the next one, okay, I don't have any issues with the character set, UTF-8 and if I come to next one, I have that next error, which is table name in the MySQL schema conflicting with the new tables in the 8.0. Okay, error, what is the error is, the following table in MySQL schema have names that will conflict with the one introduced in the 8.0 version. They must be renamed or removed before upgrading. This may also entail changes to application that use the affected tables. Okay, fine. So what is the exact issue is, you can read from here. So here you can see. Let me show that. So this is the one. Actually, there must be no tables in the MySQL 5.7 MySQL system database that have the same name as a table used by the MySQL 8.0 data dictionary. Okay. To identify tables which those names, execute this query. If I execute this query, I can find the table what is creating the error. It is the in the report itself, we already see the issue is causing with the MySQL.indexes table. Okay. So let me execute this query as well. You can do, and here you can see this MySQL indexes table. Actually, we don't have any tables indexes in the MySQL 5.7. Okay. I just created manually to show the error. That's it. Okay. This error is created by me. I manually created to explain the utility. Okay. So by default, you will not have this table under the MySQL databases. Okay. So this is the table which is available under the MySQL database, which will be in the data dictionary table. It is the data dictionary table in MySQL 8. Okay. So what are the tables we have in the data dictionary in the MySQL 8? Those tables should not be presented in the under the MySQL schema. Okay. So here we have this one. So I'm just dropping this drop table indexes. Because this table is created by me, I only created this to create the errors. Okay. So now I just drop this. So now let's see. I am running the utility again. Now my error is reduced from 3 to 2. So if I check this, uh, check that fourth one, table name in the MySQL schema conflicting with the new tables in 8.0, no issues found. Now I don't have any issues. Okay, fine. So we have fixed one error. We have two more errors. So let's see here. We have one more error. What is this? Is partitioning tables using engines with non-native partitioning. Okay, as I told earlier, from the MySQL 8, InnoDB and the NDB engines both have the support for the partitioning. Okay, so here if you see help.u4 MySam engine does not support native partitioning. Okay, so let me show the table description. Show create table help.u4. If I see my table engine is MySam. Okay, here you can see which is MySam. So that is also one of the error here I have in the fifth column. Okay. So now what I can do, I can just remove the partition. Otherwise, I can just rebuild the table to InnoDB engine. Okay, alter table. I am just converting the engine from MySam to InnoDB. U4 engine equal to InnoDB. Oh. Alter table name. U4 that does okay. Okay, I am in the MySQL schema. Let me provide the database name. Okay, now I just converted to InnoDB. Here you can see now it is InnoDB, 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 InnoDB. Okay, previously it was MySQL. Okay, now let me run the for fifth we have this error. Now let me run the upgrade checker again. I am running again. Now my error is reduced from 2 to 1. Okay, if I check the fifth one again, okay, partitioning tables using the engines with non-native partitioning. Now there is no issues found. This is also fixed. Okay, so we have one notice here, which is the notice, just information. What is that is notice the followed DB objects have the absolute SQL mode, which will be cleared during the upgrade. Okay, global system variable SQL mode defined using the absolute no. Okay, so the no auto create user, which is the absolute one in the MySQL 8. So let me check that. Select attach SQL mode. Okay, so here which is the no auto create user, which will be removed in the MySQL 8. So that is it is just giving the notice information. This SQL node will be changed to without no auto create user. That is what it is telling. For example, set global SQL mode equal to I'm just giving without no auto create user. I'm just removing the no auto create user here. Okay. Um, Now, if you see, the notice is 0. Okay, that is what that check the current configuration for the SQL mode, and it identified that no underscore auto create user is there, which will be automatically removed in the MySQL 8. So that is what it give the notice over there. Okay, so now after we remove the no auto create user in the MySQL 5.7 itself, it is not giving any error, any notice. Now no issues found. Okay, so now we fixed most of things. From 1 to 14, we don't have any issues right now. And if I come to 15, I found one more error. Okay, what is the error is telling is following system variable that were detected as being used will be removed. Please update your system. Okay, so the query catch limit. This query catch limit is limit variable is completely removed in the MySQL 8. Query catch is completely removed in the MySQL 8. If you see my MySQL config etc my.cnf, here I have the query catch limit variable, query catch limit variable in the config. I have this configuration in the my.cnf file. Okay, so when I upgrade to MySQL 8, this variable will create the error. It will not allow the MySQL upgrade, MySQL startup, because it will give the error unknown parameter is available in the my.cnf, right? So that is what this variable, this error is telling. The query catch limit variable is removed in the MySQL 8. So, but your MySQL config, current MySQL config have that variable. So it will not allow the MySQL startup after the upgradation. Okay, that is what this error is telling. So now I just remove this in the my.cnf, and I'm going to run this upgrade checker again. Okay, now I don't have any errors. All the errors are fixed. Errors is 0 and notice is 0, and I have 26 warnings. Still I have the warnings. So I need to aware of those warnings. What are the hours? What are those warnings? Okay, so after we fix these errors, you can see no fatal errors were found that would prevent an upgrade. Okay, but some potential issues were detected. Please ensure that the reported issues are not significant before upgrading. Okay, so after we fix this error, the tool is telling no fatal errors. You are now you can now proceed with the upgrade, but still we have 26 warning. You should be aware of these warnings before proceeding with the upgrade. Okay, so this 26 warnings is mostly here. This is the all about this 16th. Okay, 16th one. System variables were new default value. Okay, following system variables that are defined in your configuration file that are not, okay, that are not defined in your configuration file will have new default values. Please review if you rely on their current values, and if so, define them before performing the upgrade. Okay, so what this this is telling is the following variables: backlog, character set server, collection name, event scheduler, exploiting defaults, InnoDB auto increment lock mode, InnoDB flush method, InnoDB flush neighbors. So similarly, we have around 25 variables which will the default value of these variables will be changed in the MySQL 8. I don't have these variables in the my.cnf. Okay, if you see my my.cnf, I only have two variables, server ID and the log error. Okay, so if you want to keep the current value in the MySQL 8, then just mention them in the my.cnf. Okay, that is what it is telling. For example, my InnoDB max data page percentage is 75. It is 75 now. It will be changed to 90 when I upgrade. So if I want to keep this 75, it is asking me to persist this change in the my.clf. Okay. For example, I am just mentioning InnoDB max data pages for equal to 75. Okay. So if I am running, here you can see the warning is 26. I am running. Now my warning is 25. Okay, it is reduced to 1 because I have the variable InnoDB max data pages equal to 75. Okay, so this is just telling there are other variables as well. If you want to, the default value will be changed in the MySQL 8. If you want to keep some different value, then just persist them in the my.clf. That is what it is telling. That is what we have these warnings. Okay, if something you want to continue with the current value, you need to make entry in the my.clf. Then this warning will be go away. Okay, fine. And the next final one is we have the one more thing, which is the authentication plugin. Okay, we are aware that the default authentication plugin in MySQL 5.7 we have the MySQL native password, but from MySQL 8 we have the different one. For the more security purpose, we have the catchy SHA2 password plugin. Okay, so after you upgrade the MySQL 8, your authentication plugin will be catching SHA2 password plugin. So if you want to still roll back to the MySQL native password, then you can have this entry in the my.clf. Okay, which need the restart, MySQL restart. But I would recommend after you run, after you upgrade the MySQL server, I would recommend to convert your plugin from the MySQL native password to the catching SHA2 password. If you keep need the MySQL native password, then you can have this configuration in the my.clf. Okay, so now we aware of this, we fixed the notices and we fixed the errors. We had 3 errors. We fixed those, all the 3 errors as well. We have 25 warnings. We are aware of the warnings. Those warnings are due to the variables. Default values change. Okay, the default values will be changed to this one. Okay, so now I am okay. I can I upgrade. I run the upgrade checker too, and I make sure that okay, I don't have any error, and I am okay with those warnings. I mean that those variables. I am okay to go with the default value. So I am good to upgrade now. Okay. Now let's proceed with the upgrade. Yum list grep -i Percona. Okay. So here I have the Percona server version for the 5.7. I already installed the Percona repo here during the installation, and I also have the packages for the Percona 8.0.27. Okay. So if you don't, if you don't find any Percona 8 versions, then you need to enable them. For example, Percona release disable PS80. If you disable this, it will hide the packages. Okay, it will disable the packages for the Percona server 8. Okay, you will see only the Percona server 5.7. You will not see about the Percona server 8. Okay, so to enable them, you need to do Percona release enable PS80. Okay, enable PS80. Enabling here you can see the nodes enabling the Percona server 8.0 repository and all done. And if I check the packages now, I am able to see the Percona server packages 8.0.27 packages. Okay, so now I just make sure I have the packages for the Percona server 8.0.27. The next step, I need to currently MySQL is running with the version 5.7.37 and doing the major version upgrade. So I'm just stopping the MySQL server. Oops. I'm just stopping the service MySQL stop. So my MySQL service is stopped. So for the security purpose, I'm just taking the backup of my config file, etc minus cnf and temp. Okay, and I am also renaming my. It's fine. Okay, renaming the database data directory is not required here. So now I'm just going to install the Percona server 8. So this is the package Percona server 8 m install Percona server 8. So let's see what is happening. Okay, so I have the conflict with the existing packages. Here you can see the package Percona server 8.0.27 is conflict with the Percona server 5.7 provided. I am having the conflict, so I need to remove the packages first. So I'm going to remove remove Percona server 5.7 package. Okay. Okay. So now all the Percona 5.7 packages are removed. Here you can see only I have the repo. Now I am going to install the Percona server 8 packages. So here you can see the Percona server client, server shared come out, which is 8.0.27 version. Percona server package is also 8.0.27 version. So now I am good to proceed the installation. So the installation is happening. So I did not take any backup before proceeding with the upgrade now, but it is recommended to take the backup of your database before proceeding with the upgrade. Okay, because after you upgrade, the downgrade is not possible from the MySQL 8. So it is always recommended to take the backup of your data directory and backup of your config file before proceeding with the upgrade process. Okay, so now the installation is completed. Now I am just verifying the packages, mlist install -a Percona. Okay, I can see the uh, patches are updated to 8.0.27. Now MySQL status. I'm just starting the MySQL service. Come on. Okay, the MySQL startup is in progress. Okay, fine. It is started. Checking the status again. Status is active. I'm just logging to the MySQL. And I can see the server version is now MySQL 8.0.27. And I'm checking the schemas. My schemas is available. Show tables. Select store from U3. Just one table. Okay, fine. So now I just upgraded from the MySQL 5.7 to MySQL Percona server 8.0.27. Percona server 5.7 to Percona server 8.0.27. Okay, so here again, I would recommend to take the backup of your database data directory before proceeding with the upgrade to MySQL 8 because the downgrade is not possible once you upgrade it. Okay, the downgrade is not possible from the MySQL 8. Fine. So this is the video. What we did is, let me give the quick overview. So my requirement is I need to upgrade the Percona server 5.7 to Percona server 8. Okay, so before the upgrade, I just do the pre-checks using the MySQL upgrade checker utility. For that, I need the MySQL shell. I install the MySQL shell and I perform the MySQL upgrade checker. And I found some errors and I found some warnings and notices when I run the upgrade checker utility. Okay, so after that, I fix the errors one by one, and I understand what are the warnings, and I understand what is the notices. Okay, so after those all things, I just make sure okay, these are fine. I'm good to upgrade the MySQL Server 8 now. So I just verified the packages for the MySQL 8 is available or not. It is available. Okay, then I remove the MySQL 5.7 packages and I install the MySQL 8 packages and I just verify the data and the process. Everything is fine for me. So again, I would tell you if before because I did not perform the step in this video. Okay, the backing up of your data directory. So you should make sure that you are taking the backup of your data directory before proceeding with the MySQL 8 upgrade. Okay, so feel free to ask me if you have any questions regarding this process. Please comment or reach me directly. Um, if you like this video, just share with your friends as well who's learning the MySQL. So stay tuned for the more MySQL and related videos. Thank you guys.